So I saw an advert that was put out that the Unisa Graduate School of Business and Leadership will be hosting a conference, and it was the first of its kind. It was termed the International Engaged Scholarship Conference, wherein minds across Africa, in the legal spaces, in policy making spaces, will be coming together to speak on or to present papers which have an influence in as far as the development or the shaping of policy that respective countries will take in line with the signing of African Continental Free Trade Agreement. The underlying theme there was leading change. So I saw that as an opportunity to, present a paper on something that I had been working on, which I'm passionate about, which looks into legal technology and how it can improve the position of SMEs and startups in as far as how they access legal services. I am passionate about the development of technology in general and its application, in law, in as far as how it can be used or harnessed to improve access to legal services. I've worked in legal tech space before, whereby I had the opportunity to be involved in the designing of a robot, if I can put it like that, that will be giving information, not necessarily advice, but information to South African employers and employees on simplified law that relates to labor practices. So I took that and said, no, this can also help in Africa in as far as SMEs and startups are concerned. So my research was based in scope. The sample that we took was about 500 startups from across Africa to see how they're currently accessing legal services, whether they are happy with it or not. And it was quite interesting because from that we saw that there is actually a problem with access to legal services, which, to put it out there, I'm not entirely saying that it can be solved by technology. Like, technology is a tool on its own which does not solve anything in its entirety, but if that is incorporated into the current way in which legal services are delivered, it can really make a great difference in as far as the growth and the survival of our startups and SMEs, because the statistics are currently not impressive in as far as I'm concerned, as gathered from the research about most startups, they don't make it past 3 years, and some of the problems that they encounter are legal problems in nature, but it's either they fail to identify that no, this is actually a legal problem that can be detrimental to our startups, and sometimes even if they do identify that, they do not have they're not properly situated in as far as finances are concerned to say no, we're going to seek out legal services in order to help us with that. So the crux or the main focus of my paper was in as far as the drafting, the reviewing, and the management of contracts was concerned. It's one of the things that can be simplified, automated, so that it can complement the services already being rendered by legal practitioners and lawyers alike. I liked how the conference was a hybrid conference, and then secondly, the conference in itself was accredited by the DHET, so that is actually a big deal, and also the opportunity to have the paper that you present in the conference published in the journal. you should always take the shot. It's so amazing how that step has led to many other steps that have moved me forward, in that line. So always take the shot. It doesn't matter if you do not feel ready. You never feel ready to do anything actually. So just take the step, and with what you've gathered, make sure that you deliver it the best way that you can, and that way you can put yourself out there to be critiqued, and take that criticism positively and work on it, and it'll push you forward into another level that you've not been in before.